I feel like everyone on the internet keeps asking the same question. What do you do? And you're supposed to answer it in one line: clean, marketable, understandable. And I don't think I can. Not because I don't do anything, but because I do many things and I'm still understanding and learning most of them. And apparently, that's a problem online. If you're confused, fair. There are only two videos on this channel so far. One was a Q&A and the other is me telling you guys which college I ended up going to. This video is neither of those. This is more me trying to explain how my brain works and why that makes a whole pick a niche thing kind of uncomfortable and painful almost. Because the advice is always the same: find your niche, stick to one thing, and people need to know what you're about. And logically, I get that, okay? I understand why people say that because you don't want your identity on the internet to be confusing. I understand that. But like for the kind of person that I am, trying to fit into a niche and trying to put myself into a box is so uncomfortable, and everything in me, every instinct inside of me will act up. Like I will genuinely go into fight or flight. It feels like being asked who you are before you even explored enough to know who you are. Because the thing is, I genuinely love learning, not in that like motivational poster kind of way. I like, my brain won't shut up until I understand this thing kind of way. And it's just I can't turn that switch off in my head. I could be doing something completely random. I could be in class, I could be in a metro, I could be half asleep, and my brain will not shut up until I find the answer, or answer that question that I have that's keeping me awake, basically. And it's not even like I need to use this information in any way. It's just I need to know. Like it's simply because I'm curious. That's it. And it's never just one subject either. One week I'm thinking about psychology, how people think, behave, interact. Next I'm like obsessed with systems. How and why does the grading system exist in the way that it does? Or like, I don't know, branding and how businesses choose to do marketing. It could genuinely be anything. And then it's like suddenly I'm watching YouTube videos on business models and like scrolling through Wikipedia like my life depends on it. And it's like, how, how am I supposed to turn all of that into a niche somehow? And it sucks. It genuinely sucks in my case because the internet doesn't really reward curiosity per se. It rewards consistency, repetitiveness, and just something that's predictable, like clear boxes, right? And it's genuinely my personal nightmare if I were to be put into a clear box, because that it's just not where I live. I'm someone who lives in the sort of in between phase of things. Like when you're interested in like a million different things, but you're not ready to claim mastery over anything yet. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but I honestly, I just can't bring myself to be put into this little category or niche or whatever you want to call it. And I genuinely don't think there's anything wrong with that, because I feel like we confuse having a niche with like having an identity almost. But it's not, right? Like your niche is not your identity. It's you're not tied to it. It can be about certain aspects of your life and what you want to talk about and things you might be interested in, but it's not everything that you are, right? A niche is what you make content about, but an identity is how you like move through the world. And mine, at least right now, is learning loudly, learning messily, learning in public, sometimes getting it wrong, sometimes having those moments where I feel like, oh my god, I get it now. So if you're wondering what this channel is going to be about, it's not going to be perfectly planned. It's not going to be hyper polished, and it's definitely not going to fit in one category. It's probably going to be things I'm studying, things I'm questioning, stuff I'm just curious about, thoughts I'm still forming, life, other fun shit. I don't know. Basically, it's going to be my brain in real time. And maybe over time, all of this might make sense. Maybe the learning, the storytelling, the whatever will start to form this cohesive structure almost. Or maybe it won't. Like, I don't want to wait around for it to make sense to start creating. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I am not niche-ified enough for the internet. And I think I'm okay with that. If you like finished answers, this might not be for you. But if you like watching thoughts evolve, welcome.